how to keep your desired rank, your knife, your shotgun, so that you never lose them or never get deranked. As you guys can see right now, I'm doing the rank up quick. I got it on easy, round 15. If you want a more in-depth video on exactly what you need to do for the rank up quick strategy, I'll put an annotation to the top. I'm not going to do another one of those. I've done enough. Enough people have copied my videos. I'm basically just going to explain why you want to do this once you get your rank. As a lot of you guys have realized, I get a lot of messages. You guys work very hard to get your knife or your shotguns, and then once you get it, you feel like you're in the clear, you'll never lose it, and you just go and play a lax game, and you don't worry about your downs or any of that, and you end up getting a bunch of downs and you lose your rank. And basically what is happening is when you finally got your rank, you had the requirements, like bare requirements, like you just had enough of the KD. So when you go into another game, when you get some downs, it's basically bringing your KD down back below it. And then from there, it's a pain. Like, it's a lot of work to get it back. You can either go into rank up quick strategy and just do a lot of it to try to get it back. That's what I would recommend. Or sometimes it could take very long, because I think there's like certain brackets and stuff, and once you hit a certain amount of kills, it raises the KD and all that. So what you're going to want to do, just to stay avoid all of that, so you never have to go through that, is right when you get your rank, that you want, your knife, your shotguns, whatever, and you notice that and you're in the lobby, you're going to go right into rank up quick strategy. You're going to want to do this because what you're going to want to do is give yourself a cushion, or pad your stats is what I like to say it, is because, now I did a lot of this on my Piff account, and it was one of the main reasons why it took me such a long time to lose my rank. I got it around like a 300, 400 KD, and I did some rank up quick, so my KD was really high. At one point, it was almost like an 800, 1,000, and I just messed around. You know, I was doing Easter eggs, I was doing all types of stuff, and I believe I got my KD down to like 100 or like an 80, and I finally ended up losing it. You know, it's a good way to keep your stats. It's not a permanent. Nothing is permanent. It's just a good way to pad your stats a little bit so you can have some relaxed games. You don't have to worry about it. I wouldn't do what I did and just go full relax mode and just, you know, stop caring about it and just not going for high rounds and not trying to limit your downs. But you don't have to worry. Like, if you have one of those games where you get like 10, 20 downs, you don't have to be sitting there sweating it like, oh my gosh, if I leave the game, when I get out of here, I'm not going to have my shotguns, I'm not going to have my knife. You won't have to worry about that. It's just a good way to, you know, in case you have these bad games. But it's not going to make it permanent. Now, you're going to want to do it right when you get the rank, and why I say this is because, like I said, when you lose your rank, it moves, when you get more kills, it moves you into a different bracket, and it basically raises the requirement for the KD that you need. Now, I've learned when you do it right away, like say I just got my shotguns and I do a lot of rank up quick and I get like 5 to 10,000 kills with no downs, it's going to be like super shotguns, like I told you, like the ones I had on my EverythingPiff account that I could not lose for the life of me. Like, I went down so many times. I did like almost a couple hundred downs and I could not lose them, because what I did is once I got them, I did a lot of rank up quick, and it made them like super shotguns. Because, so you got the required KD, you got your shotguns, okay? Now, when you go and you get a lot of kills with no downs after getting them, that boosts them a lot. So then you can have bad games and you can lose them. Now, like I said, guys, this is what you're going to want to do. If you want a more in-depth video on exactly like a good strategy and what to do when you're doing the rank up quick, click the annotation at the top. But yeah, this is what I'd recommend, especially with Mob of the Dead coming out. Die Rise was the point where I lost mine because it was a new map. It was hard, not familiar with it. Mob of the Dead looks like it's going to be very hard, a lot of tight corners. It's going to be like kind of like a Shangri-La with the elevators and the stuff you can ride meets like Die Rise almost, it seems like. Not from the jumping standpoint, but just it's going to be very tight. There's going to be a lot of downs, and it's just a new map you're not familiar with, so you're going to get a lot of downs. So I would just recommend, you know, padding your stats no matter what it is, if it's the knife, the shotguns, so you don't want to lose it when Mob of the Dead comes out. Do a lot of this, and you should be good to go. Like I said, it's not permanent. It's not something you could do and then just be like, all right, I never have to worry about it again. No, you will eventually lose it. It's not permanent, but it will help you, so you can have a little bit of fun and you can not have to sweat it every game that you play. So this is what you guys are going to want to do if you want to keep your stats and you never want to get deranked. If you're a new viewer and this video helped you out and you enjoyed it, if you could sub, I greatly appreciate that. All my subs, comment, and like. Follow me on Twitter at SirEverything, that's with 2 N's. More videos coming soon, and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.